Morning, brothers. Just I got so I'm taking advantage of the new extended stay hotel, and I took a little walk to the grocery store this morning and grabbed some materials that I could throw a little soup together. Got a few other things. Got some almond milk. I don't do soy. I rolled the dice and I got some alfalfa sprouts. Sometimes these things kill you, but sometimes usually they're really good. All the moving and everything, kind of took away a lot of my energy. So I just sat there and just went, and then, I did it again. Oh my God. So, in any case, now that I'm rested and I've sort of found my footing a little better here, I decided to go a little more, get a little more careful with what I eat. As soon as the broccoli softens up, my soup will be ready. I'm making this sort of concentrated. I'll add a little water once it's done cooking. Good times. Got a few other things to munch on. And yeah, I'm going to be paying my bill for the cancer center on Monday, and then Tuesday I should be able to start my treatments, and then I get to find out what it's like to have autoimmune disorder, because basically they sort of trigger autoimmune, something like autoimmune disorder, artificially, and then your immune cells can then get into your cancer tumors and start attacking them, and then somehow, I don't know how, they can separate those cells, those T cells, and then they can replicate them. Man, that's like we're living in Buck Rogers the 25th century nowadays. Anyway, then they'll inject those, and then they should, if they've picked the right T cells to work with, then those will dramatically attack my cancer cells. And then it should be I should have a shot at knocking the cancer down a bit. Get off of there. And then I can basically have a shot at extending my life. Ooh, I think that's ready. Yep, they are squishy enough for me. I like squishy broccoli. Not as nutrient dense, but very tasty. And power off. Now I'll add a little bit of water, and then I will pour myself a bowl and go to town. Now, I couldn't face that buffet downstairs. This is this brand of hotel doesn't really have very good buffets. It's like the one over at the Real Inn, which is a little closer to the cancer center. They have a really nice buffet, but it costs like $15, and but it is really nice, and you can get very good food there. Very good for my purposes, which is like low carb, except for the fruit, and then basically, but here it's like they have, if you're lucky, they have scrambled eggs. Then they have chips, corn chips and beans, which I usually like to have them pour it over the chips, and then they have basically hot dogs, and honestly, that is not really conducive to working on a cancer problem. So I just went downstairs and had a cup of coffee, and then took a walk to the local grocery store. It's about 4 or 5 blocks that away, and then picked up some groceries. I was looking for chicken bouillon, but I couldn't find any, so I settled for dehydrated chicken soup, and along with some shredded chicken and mushrooms and broccoli, and yeah, that's about it. So it is breakfast time. So that's about all I got for you. Oh, and man, YouTube is getting real bad. But man, they're getting bad on my comments. I mean, I've just left some comments around, and man, it's like delete, 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 delete all over the place. It's getting pointless to even write a comment in YouTube, unless it's like something like "good video" or "hey, good job." But if you address anything serious, boom, delete. So man, I'm gonna start leaning more toward BitChute and the lesser censored platforms. So yeah, I'll probably mirror this on BitChute. I gotta get my ass in gear. Usually, up until like 6 months ago, I had my maybe longer. I had my channel set up to mirror to BitChute, but it stopped working about probably about 7 or 8 months ago, and I didn't really investigate that heavily, but I guess I better get into it now. And today's Saturday, so can't do much else, so I'm going to see what I can do about that. Okay, McDoes, that's about all I got for you, and I just wanted to say hi and how's it going, and don't get married. Oh, and Bitcoins have been doing very nicely. We went over 16,000 yesterday, I think, or maybe the day before. Man, I've expected it for a long time, and it's right on time, but it's still a really nice thing to see. So, yeah, with every increase, it's like I have less worries about my financial future. So, yeah, good times. Later.